Aura is the electromagnetic field around people, plants, everything basically. The fields vary. They vary in vibration. If you hear music, you wonder why music affects you emotionally. It's because music is a wavelength. Your aura is actually a wavelength too.
The study of auras goes back hundreds of years. In 1777, a German physicist first observed an electrical corona discharged from a person's hand. In the late 1800s, physicist Nikola Tesla tried to photograph this phenomenon, but his methods proved too dangerous.
And Dr. Strong tried to duplicate the same experiment in about 1916 and nearly killed himself.
Guy Coggins has worked as a years.
In those days, it took 500,000 volts to get enough light to expose film. So that sort of put it into disuse for quite a while.
In 1939, Semyon Kirlian, a Russian scientist, invented the first process to photograph auras, known as the Kirlian effect.
In Kirlian photography, what you do is you take a metal plate, and a high voltage goes between the plate and your finger. And you take the metal plate and you put a piece of photographic film over it. Now, the photographic film blocks the high voltage from going through in large charges, but it sort of leaks through in a corona discharge, and they sort of look like this.
Once the Kirlian method was developed, aura research began in earnest.
Everywhere they've done research on using Kirlian as a diagnostic, as a way of seeing interaction between two people, and just about everything else you could think of, including the phantom leaf effect. That's where you can take a leaf of a plant, you can take a Kirlian photograph of it, you can tear that leaf off, then when you try to take another Kirlian photograph, you'll actually see the leaf as though it were still there, in kind of a phantom effect, which fades in time.
Guy Coggins has since refined the Kirlian camera. Dispensing with electricity, he devised a system that combines a camera with a computer to capture a person's aura in real-time video. Like a polygraph machine, probes measure the galvanic skin response, or GSR, at specific acupuncture points on the hand. Those points reflect the bioelectric fields emanating from the corresponding parts of the body.
We have two ways of sensing him. One is through the sensor box, which gives the information for the aura itself, and then we have just a simple camera, which gives the visual information for the face, so that the placement is the same. And right now, we're recording it to a deck, or we can print it from the printer. The New College Dictionary defines aura as a supposed field, so the aura doesn't really exist. But if you call it a biofield, then it's real. And if you can measure it, then it becomes scientific. I would say at the very, very least, there are gases emitting from us, there's molecules emitting from us, there's humidity emitting from us. And if we can image that and see that, that in itself can show that there's an effect.